Rule of thumb for this, in my absolute belief, is whole foods are the most important thing. Something that grows from the earth, something that cavemen could eat, anything like that. Single ingredient foods are your best bet. This is because, it's just normal food. Much easier for your body to digest. The more food you can digest and the nutrients you can actually absorb from it, the less you actually need to eat to get the same benefit out of it. So yes, we're trying to put on muscle, but the healthiest way to do it is often also the best way to do it. So make sure you're actually focusing on eating clean whole foods and not just going after like a nasty dirty bowl. People always ask about cheat meals. Why can I have cheat meal? I want a cheat meal. What's the point of cheat meals? All these things. And over the last like 4 or 5 years of my preps, I didn't get any cheat meals. And that was because of what I was talking about before. I didn't want that like gut digestion messed up. I didn't want the inflammation from it. I didn't want to ruin my sleep that night because I was full of all this shit and have my joints hurting the next day. Everything I was doing was so calculated to be the best that I was like, I could have a cheat meal calorically and not get too fat, but it's gonna have this other, effects on my recovery, my digestion, that's just not worth it right now. So I didn't have those ever when I was in prep. In my off season, I like to live a little bit. I still eat really healthy though. Like if I go get a burger, sometimes I get a lettuce wrap, no cheese, because I know it's gonna mess with my stomach, and I make sure I stick with that. But again, it kind of depends on what your goals are. The only point of having a cheat meal is pretty much for your mental sake. If you need like a little bit of like stress relief or a break from it, and if that's gonna help you, then absolutely it's worth it. Even if you're a professional bodybuilder and it's gonna benefit your mind and calm you down and give you a nice like cortisol brief to eat a cheat meal, then go for it. It's not the end of the world. But as me trying to be the best in the world, I wasn't gonna do that shit. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna fill up on good food I know I can digest, just eat more of that, still sleep good, digest good, and be better for it. But that like 0.01% change it's gonna make doesn't matter to most people. And even now, as a retired bodybuilder, I'd be less strict on doing something like that myself. So why would you clean bulk versus dirty bulk? I would say people with dirty bulk are just people who don't understand the in-depth like minutia of how important every little thing is to your body. So I just think it's just kind of the easy way out. I need to get some calories in, I'm gonna throw some shitty food down. It's also like a Band-Aid, the short-term solution for a long-term goal that you have. You just do that for a year, 2 years, even 5 years, from 20 to 25, maybe you'll get away with it if you're lucky, but it will start to catch up on you. So I just don't even recommend dirty bulking. Throw in your cheat meals if you really want them and need them, but clean bulking is the way to go.